Joining us this morning are father and son, Ashton and Rick Colby, featured in that video. So good morning to both of you.
Morning.
And thanks for taking the time to be here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. When you were growing up, did you know any other trans people?
No, I really had to figure this out on my own. I came out in 2012, over a decade ago, so there was really not any major representation. I had to really carve my own path through this. More and more, I've seen more representation, which is beautiful, but with that, visibility has come backlash.
Yeah. Oh. And go ahead.
Okay.
No, you were saying in the video, you were talking about him coming out to you. How hard was that for you then?
Yeah, I was really afraid, as all transgender people are, that they're going to be completely rejected by their family. I never lose sight of the fact that I have a dad that loves me and supports me. I keep him very close, and I lean on to him for support when things are getting challenging in the world, and I have to take on things that are heavy about being transgender that just are not my story. He comes to the rescue there a lot, so yeah.
And so let's go through that for you, Rick, because 71% of people say that they've never met a trans person, right? But when you heard the news, initial reaction as a dad and what you were thinking.
Well, like many parents of trans kids, I had no frame of reference.
Yeah.
But I knew that non-acceptance was not going to be an issue.
Yep.
I love my child unconditionally. And non-acceptance on that path lies substance abuse, homelessness, potentially even suicide. So that was never going to be an option. But I admit, I didn't really know what I was doing. But with Ashton as my guide, we figured it out. And we did it the right way. And I can't even articulate how thankful I am to get him to this point. Because when I was first told about it by Ashton, he was near suicide at college. Yeah. I got a call one night at midnight on a Sunday night in February to go get Ashton from a friend of yours. And drove down and left and drove an hour to Dayton to get him.
Ashton, can you tell us why?
I was terrified. I was so afraid that everybody around me was going to just completely step out of my life because I told them that I was trans. I thought that the truth of who I was too big for other people. When I came out, it's like turning yourself inside out. It is bearing your heart to the world. It is something so deep and so intimate and so personal that I had to do it. It was life or death for me to come out truly and to live this truth. And again, I can't hide my dad. It just is the reason why I'm even here able to talk to you about this and now being proud and happy and an adult that is transgender, that's living a beautiful life. Like, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the fortunate ones, though, because you do have a support system outside of your dad.
Right.
Was it harder for other folks that knew you?
I did have some other family members that didn't support me. I was afraid of losing friends, but really, I see legislators and you know, people on Twitter have more to say about who I am than me. Like, I wish I could just stop doing it, everything and talking about being trans. It's kind of bizarre that I now never thought after coming out back in 2012 that I would have to be sharing something so personal to everybody. But there's so many policies being made about me.
Voices.
And I have to tell my own story because there's so many different trans experiences out there.
Let me ask you about that, because you bring up the voices and the policies and the politics. You know, Rick, I don't mean to go politics, but you are a Republican.
Yes.
And so, and those are some of the loudest voices against the trans community, right? Yes. So what do you think of the Republican Party saying what they are, some of them at least, about the trans community?
Well, when Ashton first told me that he was transgender back in 2012, at that time, my main concern was just keeping him alive and getting to a point where he was thriving, which fortunately we did, and I'm so thankful. I never thought that the political party I belonged to, the Republican Party, would be passing bills across the country to hurt transgender people, to block their health care, to turn parents into criminals if they try to, visit a children's, transgender clinic and get some advice about their child. So I'm not really happy about it. I'm actually pretty upset about it. And, you know, we got involved in Ohio because this was being portrayed as some kind of left-wing thing. And we're involved because of GLAAD, and they invited us. They want to show the diversity of people out there who are transgender, but also their parents. And I'm a conservative Republican in Ohio, and I have a transgender son who I love and support.
Yeah. Is that the message that you want to send to folks that watch Here We Are?
I want them to know that I am more than being transgender. I'm just a person that happens to be transgender, that I'm more than my body, I'm more than my identity. I have hopes and dreams and desires to live a beautiful life, and I'm really living like my childhood dreams. I never thought I would look like this and be this man, and I'm here and I'm living it, and a huge misconception is that I'm not a human being.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in and sharing your
so much.
story.
And you are a human
Thank you.
being. Thank you both for being here and sharing the story and for being part of that important video as well.
Thank
Good
you
to
so
have you
much.
both.